Yo, 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 this is Big Boss, man. Yo, as most of you guys know, the brother, the homie, Nick is dead. Nick was found dead in his apartment unit. He was found dead, and when they found him, they say his body was in a state of decomposing. So he had obviously had been dead already for a few days. The article has said that the neighbors had smelled a foul smell coming from his apartment. So when the authorities went in, they did find Nick dead, and he had been dead for a few days, and his body had started to decompose. So R.I.P. to Nick, aka the Worldly Traveler. Nick did have a YouTube channel, a small YouTube page. Nick's YouTube page was The Worldly Traveler. And on that YouTube page, he showed his travels, mostly Colombia. He's been to Brazil, Mexico, and whatnot. So that is very sad. My heart goes out to Nick's family and friends. I met Nick one time in person back in 2019, June 2019, on my very first trip to Colombia, Medellin. Now, I have known of Nick for years through the WhatsApp groups. Shout out to the WhatsApp groups. But I met him in real life when I went to Medellin. When I first went to Colombia the first few days, Nick was in Bogota, Colombia with another travel bro, B-Dot. Shout out to B-Dot. He was in Bogota with B-Dot, but he made sure that he left Bogota, came back to Medellin, and caught me before I left. And so we hooked up it was like my second to last day, or I think it was my last full day there before I left. The next day I was leaving. So Nick made sure that he came to Medellin to catch me before I leave. And we hung out my last full day. He made sure he came out to kick it with Bossy Boss. So he took me all around Medellin, showed me things that I hadn't seen. I had been there for a few days, but to be honest, I didn't venture much past the little area I was at. I was staying near the Park La Eris area, and the hotel was the Hotel Torre de Plata, I believe. And I didn't venture out much. I would go to the park area, or I'd get in a taxi and I would go down to New Life Casa. And outside of going to New Life Casa and going up to the Park La Eris area, I basically stayed around the Hotel Torre de Plata. But when Nick came back to town, Nick took me all around Medellin, and then we ended up in El Centro. And shout out to El Centro, man. I loved El Centro. El Centro to me is about one of the best parts of Medellin. And Nick had, before we did that, we went back to his apartment. He showed me his place that he had. I remember he even exchanged, I had some USD, and I exchanged some USD for some Colombian pesos from him. Then we went to Sweet George's Cafe, but at that time, I believe they were remodeling and the stove wasn't working, so they didn't have no food. But we sat there and chopped it up with George, so that's what's up. And then we went to this other little local spot for breakfast. Then we caught the taxi. We went to El Centro. We had lunch in El Centro, walked around and whatnot. Took me to the little area where they got the those statues, but the statues where the people have like oversized, developed like butts and breasts or whatever, like that artistic style. Yeah, we took a bunch of pictures by there. We both getting phone numbers, and he took pictures of me getting phone numbers from chicks. I took pictures of him getting phone numbers for chicks. It was lit. It was dope. We had a good time. Of course, yeah, I'ma say it, Bossy Boss. I hooked up with a pro. And down there in El Centro, man. Small little brown skinned Afro Colombian chick. Almost remind me of like some DR chica stuff. Remember, she had like a red top, white spandex and whatnot. Went to a short time room, you know what I'm saying, did what it did. Nick waited for me. Oh man, yeah, it was dope. Then after that, shit, went back to my spot, hung out for a while. Then I bid him a farewell. Never seen Nick after that, but stayed in contact. He was in my travel group, but then he eventually got out my travel group. But we stayed in contact, and even up to a month or so ago, I recently started to reconnect with Nick on WhatsApp or whatnot, especially sending him some of my videos, being that I know that, he used to be a YouTuber or whatnot. I would send him some of my videos through WhatsApp to see what he thought about it. He was giving me tips and advice. And so I believe like my last message to Nick was like a few weeks ago. Talking about, we just, doing some regular catch up. Hey, how you doing? And then I noticed my last couple of videos I sent to him did not have the double blue check marks on WhatsApp. We got the double check marks. It means it went through. And when it's blue double check, that means they looked at it. My last few didn't have a double check, blue or not, it was just one. And so, I figured it was what it was. But yeah, now to come to find out that, he has passed away, died dead in his apartment unit and had been dead for some time. Now, they don't know the cause. Obviously, a lot of us guys, we're jumping to one thing. We're really jumping to one thing. But we don't know yet for sure until our autopsy. Hopefully, our autopsy is done. Hopefully, the autopsy is released. They're honest and open and disclose what is found in the autopsy. At this point, it will be immature to say it before we get the full details, but he's 56 years old, pretty much healthy for all we know, and he's just found dead in his apartment, rather. So, very tragic. Death comes for all of us eventually, Death do come from all of us. You can die anywhere, you can die in the States, you can die overseas, so he went out doing what he wanted to do, living his best life, following his dreams, so what more can you ask? So not to belabor this, I just wanted to, for me, because I met him in real life and hung out with him, and I have a YouTube channel, I had to do something. Really wasn't going to go live about this per se, but I wanted to at least mark it in time, do a video and catalog it and mark it in time. Big Boss saying final farewell and rest in peace to the homie Nick, and condolences to his family. He was a good dude, good smile. He always had that crazy smile. He smiled like grinning his teeth like this. He would smile like this. But good dude, man. Very good heart. Get the shirt off his back. Very solid dude. They don't make dudes like him no more, And so, man, a little more could be said. Again. Shout out and R.I.P. to Nick, the worldly traveler, man. You're gone now. Just continue your travels. Wherever you are in the next plane, continue your travels, man. Worldly traveler, keep on traveling, man. Shout out and R.I.P. to the homie and the brother, fellow passport bro for life and death, Nick, the worldly traveler. And that's Real Talk with the Boss. Yo, Real Talk community. I'm here at Nick's spot. I'm cooling out in his balcony while he do his thing. Get ready. We about to go down to El Centro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what it do down there for the low. We're going to check out some local hotel spots. They're supposed to have low price right there in the hood, right there in the middle of that action. That's another option. So if I decide to come back, and that's a big if, I'll probably go that route. Probably won't stay up in a pricey touristy area, park area. Probably stay in a El Centro like area. So that's why we're gonna put eyeballs on it. walk around, go in and ask to see some of the rooms and check out the local scene, just hang out. Your boy Nick. So his man can't find his Wi-Fi password, so I can't even upload this. So I upload this when I get to some Wi-Fi. But that's what it is. Your boy Big Boss hanging with Nick.
Hold on, let me give it a couple seconds.
Yeah. Big Boss. Nick out. Right. I was just thinking I should have been recording that. That was a good, dope conversation.
It is. I can do it another time.
Yeah. Y'all missed it. Nick was breaking it down, man. Nick was breaking it.
My opinion. It's my opinion.
Well, yeah. Well, your opinions that were factual that I agree with. Yeah. Feminism is just basically a damn cancer, man.
No, it's a scam.
It's not even cancer?
It's a scam, man.
It's a scam?
The biggest scam in the world, man. So I could break it down for you, but it take a while to break it down.
Took a while to break it down. But yo, anyway, we running down here to the hood. And then Nick, he just now telling me that you can get arrested for recording the chicas down here, because that's like promoting sex tourism. So pretty soon I'm about to turn this off. But me and Nick had a good conversation on the way here, and I should have been recording and I didn't. But anyway, me and Nick, we out here. Say what's up, Nick?
What up?
All right, we out.